साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। Om. We all are in this Hindu Convention, Ireland, 2022. In the inaugural speech, we heard from our most honorable ambassador that Sanatana Dharma is the very foundation, very base of our Bharat. And now in this second speech, our subject matter is how to practice, protect and spread Sanatana Dharma when we are living outside Bharat. Nobody is outside Bharat. When we take a nation as a kingdom, we are outside India. There is no doubt in that. But when we understand the real meaning of the term Bharat, nobody is outside of it. India is Bharat, and Bharat is to be promoted everywhere. When we say India is to be promoted outside, it will make quarrel. It will pave way for battles. But when we say we have to promote Bharat everywhere, we have to think what is the inner meaning of that. See, from where the term Bharata comes, it comes from the root Bha-Diptau. The meaning of the root Bha is Dipti, effulgence. Effulgence or light. So, Bharat is that culture, that system, or that nation which is giving bliss in light, or that which is enjoying or having bliss of light. That is the meaning of Bharat. Giving the bliss of light or having the bliss of light. Then comes the question, what is meant by light? What is the meaning of light here? See, in the Bhashya, Bhagavan Bhashyakara Shankaracharya writes, Sarvesham Shobhamananam Shobhanatama hi Vidya. There are many types of light. Light manifests in many ways, but among them, the highest form of light is knowledge. Knowledge is the real light. So Bharat is that culture or that nation which is having or which gives the bliss of knowledge. Bliss of knowledge. That is Bhagavatam. And when we go on inquiring what is the very base or what is the root of Bharat, we will reach without any doubt in the Vedas. Vedas. By the term Veda, it is meant knowledge. Knowledge is meant. It is not a set of books. Of course, many, many books are there. Thousands and thousands of books are there. But the real meaning of Veda is knowledge. And this knowledge was transferred to us through many books by rishis who realized this knowledge. And when we speak of Vedas, first we will consider Rig Veda. And there are many parts for Rig Veda: Samhita, Brahmana, Aranyaka and Upanishad. And the first part is, of course, Samhita. When it was taught to the world, we cannot say. When it was written, researchers, they are researching and they are attributing many ages to Rig Veda Samhita, like it was written 3,000 years before Christ or 5,000 years before Christ. Like that, they are debating. We are not going to that debate. But as far as we know, the written form of Veda is not the first or primary form. In later days, it was written. From time immemorial, through the lineage of gurus, Guru Parampara, through tradition of oral teaching, Vedas spread. And we cannot calculate in which year it started, how many years back, we cannot say. So, the period of Rig Veda Samhita, we cannot say. Thousands and thousands of years back, it was taught. And still now, even today, it is being taught. There is the perpetual continuity of that Veda. And in the first part of Rig Veda Samhita, there is a piece of mantra that is Krunvanto Vishwamaya. Of course, it comes as a part of some stotras in praise of fire. But this part, please listen to this. Krunvanto Vishwamaya. We can make the whole world Aryam, great. Making the whole world great. That was the basic idea taught to us. And through this mantra, rishis of Rig Veda, they have given a great responsibility on us. We have to shoulder that. What is that responsibility? We must make the whole world great and noble, divine. So what is the meaning of this mantra? Just go on analyzing. When we study Valmiki Ramayana, in two parts, one while explaining or while describing Ayodhya, and while describing Sri Lanka, the land of Dasharatha and the land of Ravana, Valmiki used one same description. That is, around the outer wall of the main city, there were hundreds of Shadagnis distributed in equal distance. Let me repeat once more. Outside of the wall, outer wall, there were distributed many Shadagnis in equal distance. What is a Shadagni? Shatan Gnandi iti Shadagni. In one explosion that will kill hundreds of people, that is called a Shadagni. Was it a missile? I don't know. Not ordinary gun. Because when we fire a gun, it will kill one. With one firing, it will kill hundreds of people. That is a Shadagni. There were so many Shadagnis outside the outer wall of Ayodhya. What is the meaning of this? In the use of arms and weapons and in the techniques of warfare, Bharat was occupying that much high position. As a part of Veda itself, there was Dhanurveda, the science of using weapons. Even after having all this knowledge, nowhere in the Vedas we can see go here and there to many countries, kill the kings and make the whole world your kingdom. No. Make all countries your colonies. No. They could have. But they never taught so. On the contrary, we can see in the Veda, make the whole world great. Make the whole world divine. How? Through teaching the message of Veda. Through giving the eternal message of Dharma. That was the responsibility given to us. And therefore, Bharat was considered as the Jagat Guru, the teacher of the world. Some may say, it is not correct, you cannot say so. How Bharat can be Jagat Guru? Yes, thousands of years back, Manusmriti was written. There are so many Smritis, and Smriti will go on changing. The present day Smriti of Bharat is Indian Constitution. So Smriti will go on changing. Amendments will come one after another. But even then, when we talk about Smritis, first we will take Manusmriti. In the first part of Manusmriti, there is a saying. Manu describes many continents or all the continents in the world. Mainly 7 continents. And in that description, he elaborates about Jambudvipa. Jambudvipa is Asia. And after explaining the boundaries of Jambudvipa, Manu goes on describing Bharat. That land which is in between Himalaya and the ocean. In that description, Manu says, Edad desha prasutasya sakashad agrajanmanaha swam charitram shiksheran prithivyam sarvamanavaha. Know this. And after understanding this, have pride in that. Be proud. I am a representative of this land. I represent this land which was the teacher of the whole world. How? The meaning of the shloka is Etad desha prasutasya agrajanmanaha sakashad swam charitram shiksheran prithivyam sarvamanavaha. Let people from the whole world, not from India, not from Bharat, not from Asia, but let the people from all the continents, let them come and study their own history from a scholar who is born in Bharat. Etadesha prasutasya agrajanmanaha sakasha. Agrajanma is a scholar. From a scholar who is born in this land, let all people from all continents come and learn. This is written by Manu thousands and thousands of years back. What is the meaning of that? Bharat was the Jagat Guru. And what we can see today, even now, it is the Jagat Guru. There is no doubt in that. What nonsense you are talking, Swami. You are living in a well and without knowing the world or the present day scenario, you are telling out of your fanaticism that Bharat is the Jagat Guru even now. No. Go to the whole world. Open your eyes. Just observe. Then we will see even now Bharat is Jagat Guru. And day by day it is ascending to that highest throne, Jagat Guru. How we can understand? See, nowadays, go to America or you travel around Europe or Australia, we can see 30, 35, 40% of people are saying we are non-religious. We are non-religious. Sometimes it may be 35%, some places it is 40%, like that. But day by day the number is increasing. We are non-religious people. We are non-religious. What is the meaning of that? How it is so? How it is so? The reason is we are having many faculties. Intellectual, emotional, loving, caring, so many faculties we have within. But basically, human being is a rational being. He will go on questioning. That is the basic nature of human being. He must question. This is the basic nature of human being. Whatever we are seeing, we will question how it is, why it is so. When you are showing the photo or picture of Ganapati, a child may ask, or will ask, or must ask, why there is an elephant face? Body is a human body and face is elephant. How it can be? He must ask. Because human being is basically rational being and he will go on questioning. All the other religions of the world, of course all religions are having many good aspects, but all are based on faith-based religions. When one religion is faith-based, you have to believe without questioning. Questioning is not at all acceptable. You must believe because this is written by God, or this is written by messenger of God, or this is given by God. So you must not question. This is the basic aspect of almost all world religions. Whereas Sanatana Dharma promotes questioning. Each and every guru of Sanatana Dharma asks his disciple to question, not to believe, no. That is why the method of our Vedic study is Shravana, Manana and Nididhyasana. First you have to hear from Guru, first to learn Shastras, and don't swallow with a blind eye and mind. But you have to question the why of the teaching, the how of the teaching. Go on questioning. So in faith-based religions, there is no scope for questioning. And if you question, they will throw you out. This is not the way of God, this is the way of Satan. Whereas in Sanatana Dharma, our acharyas, they ask us to question. And that is why those who are saying we are not religious because we don't have the freedom to question, they are coming to Sanatana Dharma. They are coming to Sanatana Dharma, where we can question and we will get most logical answers. Remember this. Remember this. But to give answer to our children what we want, we must have the knowledge with them. So never say to our children who are going on asking, why? Don't ask this question. Believe. Don't tell that. You can openly say, my child, my son or my girl, I don't know the philosophy behind this. So we can ask some teachers. See, Sanatana Dharma is existing and will exist through our family system. Of course, sannyasins are there, great teachers are there. But this Dharma has come to this age through the system of family. And there is one more aspect, let us remember. The root of Dharma and the root of Kudumba is family, are of the same meaning. The term Dharma came from the root Dridharane, and the term Kudumba came from the root Kudumba Dharane. The meaning of both roots are same. What is the meaning? That which is binding everything together. That which is binding or that which is holding everything together. That is Kudumba, that is Dharma. Our Sanatana Dharma is not a religion in its narrow sense. Of course, it is a religion, but not in the narrow sense of the religion. It is Dharma. What is Dharma? See, that which is holding everything together. When we look into an atom, the minutest particle, we can see there is a law, there is a rule, there is a system which is making that atom. Because subatomic particles are moving always. Always they are rotating. Incessant movement of subatomic particles makes an atom which is immovable. See? This we know. In the same way, the whole universe, we cannot see or we cannot see the limit of the universe. But one who chants Lalita Sahasranama or one who chants Shiva Sahasranama, they know Ananta Koti Brahmanda Nayakaha or Aneka Kodi Brahmanda Janani. Aneka kodi brahmanda janani, crores and crores of brahmandas are there. And within the one brahmanda itself, there are innumerable galaxies. And in one galaxy, how many stars are there, we cannot say. And in one star, how many satellites, how many planets, we cannot say. But one thing we can say, one rule, one scheme, one order is abiding, is holding everything. That rule is same in a minutest atom and the grossest universe. And that rule, that system, we call by the name Dharma. That is Dharma. Dharma is not a religion. Then some may wonder, if it is the universal system which is holding everything together from a minutest atom to the grossest universe, how we can call it is a style of living? Even the highest court of Bharat, Supreme Court, ruled Sanatana Dharma is a system of life. It is a way of life. And now you are saying it is that which is holding everything together. How it can be? Yes. See, understanding the Dharma which is holding everything together, we must live accordingly. Through my words, through my thoughts, or through my deeds, let me not disrupt the system which is holding everything together. With this thought within, if we are adjusting our life, then that life is dharmic life. See? That is dharmic life. It is not going to temple, it is not going to some churches, it is not going to some mosque. No. It is adjusting our life in a way so as to cope with the universal system of dharma. That is dharmic life. And the essence of this we can see in the words of Bhagavan Veda Vyasa. Vyasa says, Shruyatam dharma sarvasvam Shrutvaidad avadharyatam Atmana pratikulani Paresham na samacharet. You people, you hear the essence of dharma. Shruyatam dharma sarvasvam Shrutvaidad avadharyatam. Just hearing will not do. It won't help. After hearing this, you practice this. You keep it within. And what is that? Atmana pratikulani paresham na samacharet. Don't do to others which is not acceptable to you. Don't do to others which is not acceptable to you. This is the crux of dharma. So says Bhagavan Veda Vyasa. That means there is a system which is holding everything together, from the minutest atom to the grossest universe. And we must understand that system. Through whichever way you study sciences, different branches of science are there, different social systems are there. You study science, you study different social systems. Whichever be the branch of science, let it be physics or chemistry or biology or whatever it is, or some branches thereof. But understand this system which is holding everything together and adjust our life to cope with it. And think always within, let me don't disrupt or distract the system which is holding the whole universe together. That life is dharmic life. So it is universal. That is the urgent need of the world. See? So understanding this greatness of our dharma and understanding the next aspect, this came to us through the system of family, and this will go to the next generation only through our family. We have to practice. We have to practice those values, those practices which are essential for the dissemination of this dharma. Of course, we have to teach to the next generation, but our children will learn not from our teaching, but from our practicing. So don't go on advising our children. Please stop that. You do this, you do that, you chant the mantras, you worship temples, you worship this devata. Please stop that. Instead of speaking, show to them what you are doing. This everywhere we can do, whether you are in India or in Ireland or America or Europe or Australia or Africa, you can do this. We can practice in our daily life. Understand where the Sanatana Dharma is standing. Just imagine, this Sanatana Dharma is a huge edifice, having many, many rooms of Shaivas, of Vaishnavas, of Shaktayas, of Advaitis, of Dvaitis, of Visishta Dvaitis. So many rooms are there, and this huge edifice is there which we call Sanatana Dharma. There are only 3 foundation stones. The huge edifice of Sanatana Dharma is built on 3 stones. And these 3 are Satyam Vada, Dharmam Chara, Swadhyayan Ma Pramadaha. If we can protect these 3 foundations, Sanatana Dharma will stand without any problem. Satyam, Dharmam, Swadhyayam. Satyam. We are not going to the highest meaning of Satyam. The highest meaning of Satyam is Brahma, Paramatma. But in the transactional level, Satyam is think truly, speak truly, and act truly. That is Satyam. And Dharmam Chara. See, Rishi asked us to Satyam Vada, speak the truth. Speak the truth. He never asked us to speak Dharma. No. It is to be observed. It is to be practiced. That practice must be there in our life. For a student, it is different from that of a householder. And householder's practice is different from that of a sannyasi. It is different. According to ashrama, it go on changing. But for all, dharma is there. Certain set of practices are there. For a student, it is study, study, and study. Study what? The goal of life and the way to reach there. What is the goal of life? What is the goal? When we say it is Parama Purushartha or it is moksha, nobody will understand. Or those who are adapting our Shastras, they will understand what is moksha, what is Paramapurushartha or Nisrayasa. But common people or children, our children, they won't understand. When they don't understand, they will not attend also. So make some change in our language. What is the goal of life? Huh? In your opinion? Some may say reaching heaven. No. Reaching Vaikuntha or Kailasa? No. If you say, my goal is to reach Vaikuntha, Shaiva will object. No. My goal is to reach Kailasa. Huh? If you go to Vaikuntha, what will happen? You will meet Vishnu. Vishnu is not alone there. Mahalakshmi is with him. If two persons are there, no doubt there will be quarrels. I don't have any doubt. So from this world traveled all way to Vaikuntha and reached a place where there is quarrel. Why to go there? And go to Kailasa, it is more problematic because on the lap there is one and the head there is another. Shiva is not alone. On the lap there is Parvati and the head there is Gangaji. What will be the problem Shiva is facing? I cannot imagine. When you reach heaven, there are different heavens. Heavens of Muslims, heavens of Hindus, heavens of Christians. All sorts of confusion and complexities. So these are not logically, they will not stand. Then what is the goal? So I will tell you. If anybody can object, you can stand and say, Swami, you are wrong. I am saying happiness is the goal. Happiness. Or getting rid of sorrows. That is my goal. Having maximum happiness. If anybody can object, you can stand and say, Swami, you are wrong. So the goal of human being, as per our Shastra, is maximum happiness. Getting rid of all sorrows. When? After death? No, don't speak of that. Once one mother asked me, after the lecture, during the question answer session, one mother came forward and asked, Swami, can you please explain about heavens? Then I replied, of course I can, but there are three conditions. First condition, I must die. Second condition, you must die. And third condition, we must be together. Then we can have a discussion. Because I am living in this world. I know nothing about heavens. Because that is a world which I will get after my death. Those who written about hell and heaven, whether they be Hindus, they be Christians, they be Muslims, they were living in this world. They didn't see the heaven. Without seeing heaven, they wrote about heaven, and we foolish people are believing that. So, my moksha is not after my death. It is right now when I am living here. Atraiva sarve praviliyanti kama. Here, in this world, while living here, I am experiencing that. What? Highest freedom, limitless happiness. That is my goal. Teach our children. This is our goal. Then they will hear. If you are saying heaven is our goal, they will not come. So this is our goal. And what is the way? Way is dharmic life. Dharmic life. Teach this. and show them through your life. Don't show it to somebody else. You see, be a scientist like Thomas Alva Edison, or be a saint like Swami Vivekananda or Shankaracharya. Don't show. Stop that. Be role models in the family. How we can? Through performing, through understanding. First, understand the logic base of Sanatana Dharma, and then what are the practices I have to follow. So for a student, it is study, study, study. For a householder, there are many, many duties. Nitya karmas are there, Naimittika karmas are there. Nitya karma, innumerable Nitya karmas are there, but mainly there are 5 yajnas. 5 yajnas. Practice them daily. Then our children will follow that. So start teaching them and show through practice. What are the 5 yajna we have to follow? First is Pitru Yajna. Pitru Yajna. So we came to this world with many debts. Basically, I am indebted to my father and mother because they gave this body to me. I am here only because of them. So my debt number 1 is that towards my father and mother. Have any objection? No. So there is debt number 1. Then, being in this human body will not make you human beings. Of course, we are in the human body, but simply being in the human body will not make us human beings. Biologically, we may be human beings, but culturally, socially, we are not human beings if we are not imbibing that humanness. From where that comes? From the teachings of our ancestors, from the teachings of our gurus, from the teachings of our rishis. So we are indebted to our rishis. This is the debt number 2. And there is another debt number 3. What is that? See, we are living here, we are enjoying this world. And for our life here, we are getting so many blessings from different devatas. How many devatas are there? Innumerable. Millions and millions of, trillions and trillions of devatas are there. Many people may ask, how many gods are there? There is only one God. Who told you there is one God? There are many. Ishvara is one. There are no 2 Ishvaras. Neha nanasti kinchana. Ekam sad. There are no different devatas. The Ishvaras. Ishvara is one without a second. But at the same time, devatas are different, innumerable. All devatas are manifestations of the same Ishvara. You are hearing in louder voice what I speak from here. So in between us, there is some instrument working. And for that, electricity is required. Here there is light. Electricity is coming there also. The same energy, it is manifesting in the form of light energy here, and it is through a complex process converting my voice to a louder one there. The same electricity, when it enters a hot plate, it is heat energy. When we put on some fan or AC system, if light and heat are coming out, you will run from that space. So that means the same energy is manifesting in different ways through different instruments. In the same way, different manifestations of the same Ishvara are different devatas. There are innumerable. So we are accruing the blessings of those devatas. While I am inhaling and exhaling, I am indebted to Vayu Bhagavan. I am indebted to this Mother Earth, water, many devatas. Nobody can object this. So that is the third debt. And fourth is, I am not living alone. I am living in this human society. In this society I am living. I am getting many things from the society and I am giving back many things to the society. And because of this society I am here. So I am indebted to this human society. And finally, so many Bhutas, Bhuta means beings, are helping me. See, when I am standing here and drawing in atmospheric air and absorbing the oxygen part from that, from where I am getting this? From plants. Major part of the atmospheric oxygen is produced by algae in the ocean, phytoplanktons. So I am indebted to them. I am indebted to a microbe. Even a single-celled creature, I am indebted. There is no doubt in that. So realize that with 5 depths we are coming in this world. Everybody, there is no exception. Many are not understanding this, but our rishis are teaching this. So we must understand. So when somebody says, you have this much debt, what you will think? Will I get some subsidy from government? Or some moratorium from banking institutions? Or I must repay that? What is the thought? I must repay. I must pay back. I am not expecting any subsidy or moratorium. Expecting subsidy or moratorium means sharing my burden to others. They are already burdened and I am giving my burden also to the system. That is not good. So paying back. How to pay these 5 debts? First, Pitru Ranam, debt to Pitrus, our forefathers, mother, father. How I can repay? Then somebody may come and say, no, you cannot pay back to mother because you cannot count that. Then how you will repay? Of course, we cannot fully pay back, but we have to try. Start somewhere. And the way is Pitru Yajnam. That is Pitru Yajnam. Do Pitru Yajna. In the same way, Rishi Yajna is there, Deva Yajna is there, Bhuta Yajna is there, and Manushya Yajna is there. 5 Yajnas are there. Daily we have to perform these 5 Yajnas wherever you are living, whether it is in India or here in Ireland or somewhere else. Daily, without fail, we have to do these 5 yajnas. How? Love and serve our parents. Love and serve our parents. That is the only way for performing Pitriyajna. Loving, caring and serving. While they are living. And after their death, we have to do Shraddha. Pitrubhyo Swadha. Shraddhas. So, many people misunderstand Shraddha as something which we are doing after their death. No. Shraddha is offering Shraddha. While living, we have to offer our love, care and service to our parents, and after their death, in that memory, we have to offer. Then there is Rishi Yajna, to repay Rishis, teachers. What is the way? The way is Adhyapanam Brahma Yajnam Pitriyajnastu Tarpanam Devo Homo Balirbhauto Nriyajno Tithi Pujanam. Adhyapanam, teaching. Teaching is the way, the only way, not the way, it is the only way to repay our Rishis. Teach. How can I teach? I am not a teacher. Yes, we are teachers. Our first teacher is our mother. Be that. Transfer these great values and knowledge to the next generation. For that, we must have understanding first. So, Swadhyaya, that is studying our scriptures daily. 24 hours we have. I am asking only for 24 minutes. 24 minutes a day. Can you spare as an investment? Huh? If you cannot, there is no meaning in organizing these like conventions. Only expense of money. No meaning at all. Some shows and some... So spare 24 minutes a day. I am asking only for that. And what I have to do? Study Shastras. Take Bhagavad Gita, or take Upanishads, or take Valmiki Ramayana, or take Mahabharata, or explanations of these written by many acharyas. The lineage of Guru Parampara, our Guru, are still there. It is still there. If you read Swami Vivekananda, for example, it will directly penetrate into the heart, especially the heart of youngsters, like an unresistible electric current. It will enter into the heart. Yesterday we were speaking to some people. So in the beginning of almost all formal occasions, we will present the bouquet. I asked, how much you have to pay for this bouquet while buying it? 3, 4, 5 euro or 10 euro, or it can go up. What benefit I am getting? If you are giving 10 euro, I will put in pocket, it will benefit me. If you are giving this bouquet, what is the benefit I am getting? Instead of that, go to some ashrama. Here Ramakrishna ashrama is here, in the Ireland itself. Meet the Swamiji there, ask for complete works of Swami Vivekananda, pack in a very good paper, attractive paper, and give. Or you can purchase eternal values for a changing society lectures of Swami Ranganathananda ji, the cultural ambassador of India to the whole world. It will penetrate into the heart of youngsters, the questioning mind. Present that. So Swadhyaya and Pravachana, that is Brahma Yajna. That is the only way to repay our rishis. Do that. Otherwise, with depth, if we are dying, we have to go back from this scene. Otherwise, we will not sit here. After our role, we have to go back. If we are going with the debt unpaid, compound interest will be added. So don't go for that. So before exiting from this world, repay all the debt, or try to repay. And that is teaching and studying, teaching and studying. Then the third, Daiva Yajna. What is the way? It is offering, do pujas, chant mantras, daily chant some mantras. 24 minutes I asked earlier, now I am asking only 10 minutes a day. Sit at a place, at a time most convenient for you. You may be working in night shift. Then we cannot say, you wake up in the early morning and chant. No. According to your convenience, find out a time, at least 10 minutes, and chant some mantras. Whichever be the mantra, Namah Shivaya, Narayanaya, Mahadevi Namah, or Gayatri, whatever it is, you chant. But children must see that you are chanting. And serve the world. For our personal benefits, how much we are spending, just calculate. And how many are there in this world without proper food, proper nutrition, proper education, proper home? Think about them. And set apart a certain percentage of your income for that. Set apart, say 20%. 20% of your income, set apart for that. And do some service activities. Whether it be in Africa or in Bharat, wherever it is. Because the whole world is one family. Where the need is small, there our service must go. So set apart a certain percentage of our income for this. That is Daiva Yajna. Some may ask, that is a service, Swami, how it can be a Daiva Yajna? Then comes a question, what is the form of Ishvara? Do Ishvara have any form? Any name? No. Ashabdam, asparsham, arupam, avyayam. Then I went and prostrated before the Guru and asked, Swami, I cannot understand something which is Ashabdam, asparsham. So please tell me, please give me a form to contemplate on the highest. Then he said, Sahasra Shirsha Purusha, Sahasraksha Sahasrapad. He is with 1,000 heads, 1,000 hands, 1,000 eyes. What is the meaning of that? I am having only one head. Even with this one head, I cannot walk because of head weight. I am Swami Chidananda Puri, this and that. In the welcome speech, so many attributes will be given. So I am with this head weight suffering. Then think about one who is having 1,000 heads. What will be his position? One being with 1,000 legs, how he will walk? So there is some inner meanings. And that is, the whole world is the form of Ishvara. How many heads are here in this world? All are the heads of Ishvara. How many hands are here? All are the hands of Ishvara. So this world is the form of Ishvara. Understand this. And so, world requirement is small. Then it is Deva Yajna. These are the main three yajnas. And two more are there. One is Bhuta Yajna, the other is Manusha Yajna. Manusha Yajna is serving the human society. Our rishis are saying, before eating, go outside and see if somebody is starving. Share with them. The happiness of sharing, that we must know. And finally, Bhuta Yajna. Bhuta Yajna is serving other beings. Plants, give water to them. Birds and other beings, give them food, whatever we can. Feel their pain as our pain. That is Bhuta Yajna. So these 5 yajnas are Nitya Karmas. I am not going to Naimitika Karmas. There are 16. I am not going to that. But this basic 5 yajnas, if we are doing, and if our children are seeing, of course they will follow. So don't teach them, don't advise them, don't burden them with hundreds and hundreds of advices, but practice before them. That is the only way to protect, to spread Sanatana Dharma. There is no other way. So remember these 3 foundations, Satyam, Dharmam and Swadhyayam. Swadhyayam came within this explanation. If we are doing, we are protectors of our Dharma. And remember at the very outset, the speciality of this Dharma is its logical approach. The rationale behind. Understand that. If we do not know, then don't criticize. But have this much understanding, there will be something higher which I do not know, and we can approach some gurus and we can get the answer to these questions. So in that way, we can live in this Dharma. We can transfer these values to the next generation, and that is the only way to be in this Dharma and protect this Dharma. So let us conclude this, and in another session we will come together again. The organizers may have fixed some topics, but let me say, whatever doubts you have, whatever questions you have, please write on a piece of paper, and instead of one-side lecture, we can have question answers. So we can throw away the subjects or topic taken by the organizers, and at that place we can have a question answer session. For that, please write down if any doubts you have. Namaste to all.